Hey guys, this last week we're going to start talking just a little bit on probability because I know quite a few of you are probably going to take statistics. So it's just a nice thing to get an introduction to. So that's what we're going to do this week. And we're going to talk about probability. So when we're given tables like this is called a two-way table. We have kind of like a yes and a no, like this person got an A, this person didn't get an A. This person studied for a test, but if you didn't study for the test, you did not study. So the first thing that we want to do once we have this table is get our row and column totals. So we add up our rows, 6 plus 4, 10, 2 plus 8, 10, and then we add up our columns. 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 4, 12, and then if we add this column, we get 20. If we add this row, we get 20. So this tells us that it is out of 20 students that this question was asked. So we're going to start simple on just asking a couple probabilities questions. So if I want the probability of a student who studied. So I want to look for all of those who studied for the test. I don't care whether they got an A or not. So since I want all the people who studied, I need to go all the way to the outside. And I want all the people who studied, so that's 10 out of my 20 students questioned. Or I might ask the question for the probability of not studying, but still got an A. So this time I want someone who did not study, but got the A. So I don't care about those who didn't study and didn't get the A. So I'm not looking for a total. I want the ones who didn't study and got an A, which is my 2 students out of my 20 students. So now that we've talked about general probability, I want to talk about conditional probability. Conditional probability is when there is a condition put on it. And what that looks like is I want the probability of getting an A given that the student studied. So what this is asking is we're limiting our probability. So we are given that the student studied. That means we are just looking at this group of students here, the people who studied. That means our new total is going to be out of 10 because only 10 students have studied. Out of these 10 students, 6 of them have gotten an A. So that's what our conditional probability looks like. I could also ask the probability of studying given the student did not get an A. So the given part is always going to be our denominator. So we are given that the student did not get an A. So we are looking at all of the students who did not get an A. So that means it is out of 12. And out of those 12 kids who did not get A's, we want to know the probability that they studied for the test. So out of those 12 students, 4 of them have actually studied for the test. So this is what conditional probability looks like and regular probability. You have a table just like this on your homework. Make sure to find your row and column totals. And then there's 2 questions for you to answer, so give them a try.